Alright, today we're going to try the beginnings of trying to get all the way around the dog on a remote mark for some retriever training, but I'm going to actually use a dock to help him understand this a little bit easier from the beginning. First we'll fix his little ear right here. There we go. And I'm using this frisbee over here as a place. He's a little wet. Sit. And first we're going to do some little turns so he understands to look at me when he's sitting. Sit, place, sit. And the reason I'm telling him place is I'm reminding him when you turn, don't go moving all over the place. Stay right in your position. Place, sit. Good. Place, 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 sit. Good boy. All right. Then we want to first be able to move all the way around him so he can turn and look at me. Place, sit. Slowly making our way around him. Place, sit. Place, sit. And even as I move back, he turns and stays right where he's at. Place, sit. Okay, now we're going to show him the other side of the coin, where he marks but keeps his head on that even when I am moving. So this lets him understand things from both sides, and it's a little harder, but just a drill that I do. Because a lot of times when you start the dog from your side, any kind of your movement, he just watches you. But I want him concentrating on the task at hand. Place, sit, place, mark. So I'm going to throw this, mark. Now he needs to keep his head there while I move back and forth. Place, sit, mark. Mark, mark, good boy, mark. Getting behind him is usually the hardest thing because he feels your movement. See, I'm out here now where he can catch me in peripheral vision, but I'm still telling him mark. Now I'm going to mark, mark. You can see my shadow as I move. Good mark. Fetch. All right, so that one was good, and I'll slowly make my way all the way around him so I can either have him sit or I can have him mark. Let's try it one more time. Come here, Finn. I'm gonna take the scenic route over here. Let's go. Brought a tennis ball this time. Alright, I'll use this. Place, sit. But this time I'm going to start throwing it from this side so he sees both angles. Place, sit. Good. Now I'm going to take this tennis ball and I'm going to throw it in the water. Mark. Oops. Sit. Sit. Place. Sit. Good boy. Take this tennis ball, throw it in the water. Mark. So now I'm moving from the other side of him. Mark. Getting up. Get sit. Place. Sit. Getting out of here and definitely in front of him, but you can see he's staying on the mark. And now I am moving behind him. Let's see if I can catch my shadow. You can see how far I'm behind him. And I'm talking, but he's keeping his eye out there. Fetch. And then, I know you might be thinking, well, it's the water. He wants to stay looking out towards the water. We're going to do it on the other side of the dog as well. So I'm going to move the frisbee now to the other side. Sit, place, sit. Good boy. And we're going to try some half turns from this direction. Place, up, place, sit, place, sit. All right, now what we're going to do is we're going to throw it this way, away from the water. Sit, Finn. Sit, place, sit, sit, mark. I'm going to roll it down the other end of the dock. Mark. And I'm going to be out here in front of him. Mark, mark, mark. Good boy. So he came to look at me, but I told him, no, I want you to mark. So I don't tell him no. I just give him the command. Because by the time you say no, you're wasting time. You just want him to do the obvious thing. So we still have to tell him no, mark. So it's just extra time. I just tell him to mark. I'm even with him. He can obviously hear me talking, and I'm slowly stepping behind him. I can make my way all the way around here in time. I've got another video of another dog doing this, but I've only been on the first day of this. Good mark. Fetch. All right, there we go. Thank you.